season. As you can see by the fixtures, so far we have lost to Manchester United 3-2 away and we beat Southampton 6-3 at home. We are currently about to take on Brentford away, which I think will be a really tough game. In the middle of episodes, I have done a little bit of scouting. I have added some players to my shortlist. I have readjusted my budget slightly. We're gonna there's one player in particular I'm looking at getting in. I think it's a must, to be honest, with my list of injuries, and it will go really, really well with my rebuild. Before we get there, though, we're going to take on Brentford immediately. Let's go. Okay, Simicast and Arthur are okay to play. Kelleher is on his way back and he's on the bench already. So I think I have to stick with this same formation just purely because we scored plenty of goals last time out. Yeah, I don't think I can change anything. Let's get straight into it. We have a full bench at long last. Tony and Damsgaard playing in our green today. Well, we seem to be dominating on possession and with shots at goal, which normally means we will probably concede first. Possession has now evened up. Need a little bit more out of the boys. I know it's early doors, but it's one of these games on paper where I'm not going to be disappointed if it's a draw. But it's Liverpool. We should be winning this game, and we have taken the lead. Robertson drilled in ball long. Salah with the cutback. Nunes nuts the keeper. Raya, and it's 1-0. We quite really needed that. Luis Diaz has picked up an injury. Okay, I'm not going to replace him with Harvey Elliott. I'm actually going to replace him. Do you know what? I will bring on Harvey Elliott in the 10. We'll just change his role up there. So that didn't quite work out as expected. Why has that done that? Oh, this is mental at times. I want to now discard all of my changes. I still can't quite get used to all of this. Right, that. What is going on? Or Jota out on the left. This is actually mental. I will do it the arse about face way. when my controller actually allows me to do what I want. Oh dear. Probably my one gripe. Winger, is he going to be better off as an inside forward? I would say so. Right, that took me forever to do, but we eventually got there. So far they have got the better of the possession. When it comes to shots and XG, we are just edging it. I do not have an injured player on the pitch. I think everyone saw that I took Luis Diaz off. Absolutely mental. Thank you. At long last. I can't believe that me making a substitute has just taken me at least 2 to 3 minutes. Riveting YouTube content. I'm satisfied with what's going on. And yeah, I think so. Another goal will be very, very handy. Joe Gomez looking nervous. It's a penalty. We have a penalty. Mo Salah will step up and he's missed the penalty. That is not ideal from Mo. We are going to make a sub. We're going to make a double change. We're going to bring on Fabinho in midfield. And we're also going to replace Diogo Jota with Fabio Carvalho. And we're also going to try and fire the boys up. Got 25 minutes to go. We really do need a second. I think I'm going to change it up. Garnacho's going to come on. But also at the same point, I'm now going to sit back a little bit more. Try and block this game up. Just hope I haven't done it too early and it costs us a couple of minutes to go. Can you believe it? You make that little change. Virgil with an awful ball. Damsgaard cuts it back. Tony with the open goal. Yeah, I probably went defensive way too early. A draw isn't bad, but you have to say that's 2 points dropped. You have to say it is. And I have to say that I'm disappointed, to be completely honest. I thought Joe Gomez was pretty shocking there, to be fair. Ibrahim Amaru, not happy with that at all. That makes 2 of us. Now you're going to see a lot of scout reports coming out here. Luis Diaz, 3 weeks. The injuries just carry on going. So we got a João Gomez, central midfielder. Victor Roque. terrific signing for the future. Hendrick, one that everyone should be looking at there. Gabriel Barbosa, that was an old football manager beauty of mine. I think is it Flamengo now. This is the one that I'm very interested in. Andre Santos. They got him down as only a useful signing. I'm actually going to try and make an offer for him. I'm desperate in the central midfield area. So I think he could be the right play. He's got some cracking stats. And he can play holding mid as well. So let's see what we can do. I've got 3.7 million in the bank. So I'm going to offer them £3 million up front. We will offer them 3 monthly instalments of go to there. International appearances. We know he's probably going to hit this. So that's potential of 5.5. We'll give him a Premier League bonus as well. And we'll make that £2 million. They've negotiated. They want a loan back, which I am not interested in. They want 40%. We'll go 30%. They are okay with that. Okay. I'm okay to do that. Considerable interest. He's hoping for a clause in his contract to increase his wages over time. So to keep this player happy, I may have to I'm not a fan of doing this, but hopefully something like that. 5% increase, not nothing mental. He's happy with it. Let's see. I'm going to reject your loan because I actually need him now. Because I am bare in midfield. Everton up next. Interesting game. And we've got a real tough run of fixtures in September. Arsenal home, Chelsea away, Tottenham at home. Haaland causing mayhem, as you would probably expect. We are in a state of crisis with injuries. It's not looking good on the injury front. That's why I've had to make some of these signings. Okay, so it's interesting formation they've got out there. We've got the UEFA Champions League stage draw. Okay, work permit. Let's hope that goes through. Granted permit. and we have our man. Vasco da Gama's 18-year-old Brazilian midfielder for £4.5 million. I am pleased with that signing. Says that he can only get up to 3.5, but I don't know. From what I've heard on the Football Manager grapevine, is that he's a lot better than that. The one thing I do need to do is I believe he's there and in the squad by the look of things. I thought they might have thrown him in the reserves. Okay, 12, nearly 13 million there for the Champions League. I feel as though Andre can make a contribution straight away. That is what I'm hoping. The good thing is, like with stuff like this, is obviously you buy these players and their value just goes up straight away. I never ever view these draws. I view Champions League. That's it. So I literally just forward, and there's your confirmation just at a click of a fingers that we are at home against Leicester in the Carabao Cup third round. Oh, that music. Oh, we love that. Now, what pot are we in? Okay, let's just get it going. We're going to be pot 2, I imagine. Yep. I really want to draw a big boy here if I can. Oh, you couldn't put me up against a side that I really didn't want to go against. You could have given me Frankfurt or Ajax. Group F. I think either Benfica or Bayern. I think the only one out of this lot I really wouldn't want to draw is Monaco, to be honest. Copenhagen. Okay, that's just getting a result against Madrid there could be vital. I mean, like some of the groups there, I mean, look at that Group B. That looks stacked. I mean, Bayern, Chelsea, Salzburg, and Marseille's a tough group. There's some real interesting groups there, that's for certain. Okay. Putting Benfica up there as a thoughts on the draw. Yeah, I'm excited. Where do we think we'll finish? Well, I'm going to say top of the group because I think it'd be stupid not to. International duty coming up, obviously. We are favourites. It's kind of game. Terrific. These derbies. Two players were glad to pass the fitness test. Right, we must win here. This is a must-win game. Gomez, you have not been good enough, unfortunately, in my view. I'm going to play Fabinho in there. Diaz is injured. What is the right play here? Yeah, I'm going to play Jota over that side. We are going to play Harvey Elliott in the middle, but we need to change his role. Diaz is injured, and that is going to allow Andre Santos to come onto the bench. I've just seen that Thiago's gone to an orange on his injury, which could be very, very key. Just want to check out Darwin Nunez. Okay, he's still got a lot of to go. I think that's going to be the side that we need to put out there. I'm still not very happy with him now. I'm going to make him a deep lying playmaker and more defensive. Let's go out and let's give it hell and let's see what we can do. We're at home. The 4-2-3-1 is the one here. Let's go. Let's give it hell. A win is a must here. And you need to be fired up for a Merseyside derby. At the moment, the job that I feel as though I'm doing is probably about the same as what Klopp is doing right now, which is not very good. There is lots that needs to be sorted out here. But ideally, I just need my players back. We have gone 1-0 up. Virgil into Diogo, Alexander-Arnold with a clever ball. Great finish by Jota. 1-0 Liverpool. Going to praise the boys. That's a penalty, it looks like. And it's Salah. And this time he does score. He missed in the last game against Brentford, and realistically it cost us as we drew. Away form has been pretty woeful so far. 2-0 up. We're keeping the ball. We're limiting their shots. We've got lots on target. Calm down on the yellow cards. I'm going to get them to focus. Yeah, yellow cards are absolutely flying him. But I am actually pleased, to be honest. I've got a positive reaction about all of them. Robertson and Van Dijk are aggressive. I expect that out of Robertson. He's a little nutcase. But Van Dijk, yeah, he shouldn't be feeling that way. We are going to make a substitution in a minute. It's going to be Arthur, who I don't really overly rate at the moment. And if my midfielders start coming back, I will see if I can get him shipped back off. What is Andre Santos good at here? Probably not a lot. Okay. Yeah, I thought that would be the case. We will just make that single sub to start off with. Oh, we've got a goal by the look of things. It's Darwin. Darwin with a header. Yes, we will. Another assist for Trent. And there's It's another penalty. No, it was it's Salah. Salah sticks it away. Goes the same way. That's the way that he never goes in real life. Always goes down the middle or in the other corner and normally gives it a blast. So we're well away. It gives us an opportunity to make some changes, get some guys on. Garnacho's going to come on. I'm going to put Carvalho in the middle. And that should rest up a few of the boys. The job is done with 4-0 up. I'm more than happy to put Gomez in at right back. Hopefully we'll see the game out with a walk away of a clean sheet. And that's a really good result. Really pleased with that. It's more like how it should be. Jota, Nunez, and Salah with 2. We are pleased with our positive reaction. Joe Gomez would have preferred to have stayed on the bench. You don't get everything you want while you're under contract to me. You do as you're told. Trophy earned. I would love it if we beat them. And we've also got the scoring streak trophy. The love it if I beat them is beating a rival. Good for confidence, yeah. That's what it's all about. Allison thinks I handled the press conference wonderfully. We're in 6th. It is City, United and Newcastle leading the way. Whilst down the other end, if it will let me do it, Chelsea. Not a very good start on their end. Player of the week news, Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's fantastic to see. It's what Trent can do. As I say that, Chelsea end up giving West Ham a good kicking. And we're sitting in 7th with 3 points off. And we're now looking at West Ham away before the international break. And I'm going to say that now we're heading towards the end of August, the 30th of August. It's going to be transfer deadline day. Zabani scored his first Dynamo Kiev goal. Susic set up 2. Trent was named in the team of the week. We are favourites, but we're not odds on. Thiago with a fitness test not required. So I would say I can't really change this side. Salah is now 5 stars on that wing, which is brilliant. So we haven't used, I can't pronounce his name, Bajetic. We will put Thiago on the bench. I can't change the side after winning like that, if I'm going to be completely honest. Jota's up at 4 stars. Nunes has gone up to 3. They've all gone up quite high very, very quickly. I think Alexander-Arnold was only 3.5 stars. He's now 4.5. Okay. That's the side that we're going to go with against West Ham. International break as well incoming. Okay, this could be a tough test. I'm telling you now, the recent form. Look, some wins there for them. I am expecting a win. I'm not going to literally say anything different. And we are already 1-0 up. Jota on the byline, pulls it back. Robertson, Fabinho blasts it home. Gives us a 1-goal advantage after 4 minutes. And we have just grabbed ourselves a second. Salah's ball over to Jota. Crossed in, and there's Darwin with the header to make it 2-0 after 9 minutes. This is more like it. The XG is 0.3 and they are on the same. So maybe we should feel lucky to be ahead based upon the expected goals. Let's fire the boys up. I certainly feel as though we're having the better of it so far. So it's tight in areas. We need to buck our ideas up at the back. See, Arthur is really not doing a great deal at the moment. 2-0 up. We're satisfied. We're satisfied. I'm going to get Arthur off. I mean, Salah hasn't really done a great deal either. I am going to make a double change in midfield. And I'm also going to change the formation. Now, if this doesn't work like it did against Brentford, we're going to bring on Thiago. 4-star deep line playmaker. Exactly what you want. We're also going to bring off Harvey Elliott. We're going to bring on Andres Santos. I can make him practically whatever I want him to be. I want him, a central midfielder automatic is probably about right there. That will do for the moment. We'll give Salah another 15 minutes. Well, there you go. It didn't even last that. But Garnacho can come on for him. We've got 2 more subs that we can make. And we have just got ourselves another goal. Garnacho coming in, lays off to Nunes, makes it 2-0. 2-0, excuse me, that would be 3-0. As we will make some substitutions. Now, Robertson looks an absolute mess from where I can see, and Alexander-Arnold isn't much better. Costas Tsimikas comes on. And we will bring on Fabio Carvalho. Change it all up on the left hand side. international breaks coming, so hopefully they don't destroy themselves too much. Simicast does not look happy that he's come on, so he will be one I would have preferred to have stayed on the bench. When you've got 5 subs and you can use them, you use them. 3-0 win away from home. Really pleased with that. Really pleased. They would have preferred to have stayed on the bench. I'll remember that next time. 3-0 win. See us go up the table a little bit. Nothing too mad. Manchester United with a 7-0 drubbing of Forest there. Newcastle hold City. I have to pay 4.3 million. Money coming out of our ear holes in add-ons. Hat-trick for Bruno Fernandes. Our transfer window is about to close. We've got Arsenal at home before. I don't know how international. I think it must be just be the under-21s that are going on international duty, which is fine. A busy transfer deadline is correct. Deadline Dale rumours. Skriniar to Tottenham, Coman to City, Ruben Neves to Newcastle. Okay. Declan Rice remains a player of interest for Liverpool. Do you intend to do any last-minute business deals and be a part of the media coverage? Declan Rice on loan. I'm going to decline. Loan offers have been made for Phillips. I will accept those. Haaland's named player of the month. Does that mean Nunez is in there? So that means that is the end of the transfer window. What news did we have from the transfer window? That's excellent. Look at that. It even gives the times. Superb. Is there any real big deals? I'm not sure there was. Little rumours. I'd like to have gone for Rice, but a mandatory future fee of 3.6 million. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see that, but he is transfer listed, and that is fine by me. A mandatory fee. I'll get a little bit of dough out of him. I genuinely thought that was the end of the transfer window, but I was so wrong. You do have to forgive me, I'm still very, very new to the console version of this. Obviously there's some business getting going at the moment. I imagine that is the end of the window. So, according to the window of it being closed, 3 players we've brought in, although we know it's a lot more than that. Biggest spenders, 144 million with Liverpool, 13 players in, 18 out. I assume that includes what Klopp has done, because I'm pretty sure I haven't spent that much money. Lots of loan deals there. Arsenal are not as good as us, but they could spring a surprise if we are not careful. You would not say that at the moment, though, would you? Because Arsenal are flying in real life. And we start our Champions League Benfica away. I would say that this is pretty much a must-win game. We are at home. Must watch. City are 3-1 favourites, and then we're second favourites at 11-2. Okay, so Thiago is capable. Okay, look, now we're getting some players looking to be heading back. Okay, so Arsenal have not had a great start, but I mean ours hasn't exactly been great. I don't really feel as though I can change this too much. They've been playing so well. Let's just check out Matip's roles. Robertson's only 3 stars. Gonna change that up. Alright, let's go. A couple of holes in there. Once Thiago comes back, he will be a definite replacement for Arthur. And then there is a spot available where Elliot is. Got Luis Diaz to come back. This should be a really good game. Can't really tell what's going to happen here. But we are going to fire the boys up. We're at home. I expect to win at home. But Arsenal are tough cookies. And Arsenal have taken the lead by the look of things. It sounds like a bang up from Granit Xhaka. Oh, it's poor goalkeeping there from Alisson. He's got to do better there. It's not an ideal start. We need to hit back as quickly as possible. And they've just hit the woodwork as well. We've really got to sort this out. Zinchenko has given the ball away. Elliott, Darwin, good ball. Jota makes it 1-1. Clever ball there from Darwin. We equalise. We will praise the boys. Xhaka's on a yellow. A good man to always get on a yellow. Hopefully this can be the start of where we come into it a little bit more. The boys are all a bit happy. Midfield's not overly great. It's a goal for Liverpool. An Odegaard mistake apparently from what I saw. Oh, it's Fabinho who scored one that's deflected. I'm guessing so it's a Harvey Elliott goal from Fabinho. So I'm guessing Fabinho's strike was knocked in by Elliott. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't care how they go in as long as that they go in. We are edging the game, and Jota has just scored another one. It's an Alexander-Arnold corner. It's a Jota header. It's 3-1 to Liverpool. Oh, Nunes has just had one ruled out. So far, I am pleased, but I'm not happy that we went behind so early. I mean, it was a really, really poor goal to concede as well, to be honest. Everyone seems to be playing well. Darwin is not having the best day at the office. Defence are not overly performing too well. We are going to make a couple of changes just to freshen it up in there. Arthur, who has been playing well, is going to make way. And it's going to be Thiago that's going to come on. This is just in view of just keeping him going, to be honest. Because we need to get him back to full fitness. We are going to put Jota up top. Yet again, it's not allowing me to do that, which is so frustrating. Don't know why it just will not allow me to do that. There's nothing worse, if I'm honest with you. It's such a simple change. We are going to replace Darwin with Fabio Carvalho, and that will be that for the moment. Salva Garnacho is completely fine with me. And we are also going to go, and I do always stress that this could go wrong, but let's hope not. Harvey Elliott is absolutely shattered. Andre Santos can come in on now. We'll give Trent a rest. We'll stick James Milner in at right back. All the boys seem relatively happy on the pitch. It's going to be a win. As I say that, I hope they don't score. It's a really good win. That's how we should be playing at home. Really pleased. Jota with 2, Harvey Elliott with the other. We are pleased. We got a positive reaction. I just saw that James Milner was struggling to keep to the pace of the match. He is getting on a bit, in all fairness to him. It's a 3-1 win, and we have shot right up the table now. I've just seen that if Fulham win their game in hand, they can go top. Okay, good result. A real back from the dead performance. Hard work doesn't quit. Shot as 1 league goal away from 30 goals. Money coming out of our ear holes, no doubt. It looks like Fulham have got to play Leeds. Fulham win, they will go top. So, we've got some notable criticisms here. So, they're disappointed with the finances involved. So, we need to try and get onto this to have a good proper look. So, delighted with Jota's performances, delighted with the atmosphere, delighted with the result over Everton. But they're disappointed with the finances involved to bring in Garnacho. They're disappointed with the 3-2 defeat. I wish they'd look at the bigger picture of what I'm trying to do at the moment. Thiago is completely back, which is a massive, massive help. On the injury front, you know, we got a lot more in the orange now, which is good, and it's looking like the maximum possible is Naby Keita at 3 to 7 weeks. My plan is to sell Oxlade, Chamberlain, and Naby Keita just to top up our funds, because we will need them funds. This will be interesting, this game. There's a couple of Benfica players that I like the look of. Fulham have one and gone top. Mitrovic with 2. Benfica are not as good as us, but we could spring a surprise if we're not careful. Okay. Luis Diaz will be back very, very soon. And he'll tell you something, with the way Jota's playing, he's not going to be coming straight back in. Oh, massively. Massively important to start off with a victory. Couldn't have it any other way. Right, here we go. Thiago will be coming straight in. Real Madrid 4-0 winners over Copenhagen. Thiago is going to start in now, without a shadow of a doubt. Everyone looks quite good for... I think that's how we're going to keep it for the moment. Everything has just been going so well. He's lacking match sharpness. We know that's why he's starting. He will be coming off at some point. We've got the Champions League music in the background. We absolutely love that. And we have to show our side looking like that, because it would be rude not to. Absolutely fantastic to look at. We love that. Let's get it going. If we can get a result here away at Benfica, it's going to be a really, really good start to the Champions League. We would like it. We need it. It's secondary for me personally, towards the league. The league comes first. We need to be firing these boys up. And Benfica have gone one ahead. I believe it's João Mario who is... Oh, that's a good finish. You can't really knock that, to be honest. It's not ideal. We've got the possession. We are not having the shot, so we need a little bit more from the boys now. I've got to demand more out of them. I know we've just had a nice comeback against Arsenal, and can you believe it? We have gone 2-0 down. Rafa running through, Alexander-Arnold left in the dust. This is not ideal. Just got to demand more out of them. They've got 2 central defenders booked. Okay, so this is really, really poor. This is not ideal in the slightest. And it's going to force me into making some changes. Angry is probably the best way to do this. So I'm going to make a sub very, very soon. There's going to be 2 subs that I'm going to make. I know that I'm going to get Thiago off. They've got yellow cards galore right now. So we're going to make them subs now. So Thiago is going to make way for Arthur. And this is where we're going to try and get a little bit interesting on this. Oh, come on now. Work. It's not going to work to how I really wanted. We are going to bring on Garnacho. Oh, what's happened now? I didn't want to do that with Nunes. What a mistake that was. Okay, so that worked out eventually. We're going to stick Jota straight up top. Elliot is going to come off. For Garnacho. We've gone super attacking. And we have to. So that's coming off for Carvalho. They've got to go for it. Benfica have been much the better team. They deserve this completely. Yeah, Thiago needs to come off as well. That's absolutely fine. We've got 15 minutes to try and make this work. It's not looking like it's going to happen. We're going to end this video on a loss by the look of things to Benfica. Completely not acceptable, really. Jota is having a nightmare up top. And that calls the end of a really, really poor performance. We are not happy there at all. On that note, that is the end of the video. We are gutted finishing like that. It is what it is. Give us a like, subscribe, comment on how poor that was, and we'll see you in the next episode.